Praise the sun. Praise the sun. Praise the sun. Praise the sun.
Hello, the internet. I am Dana from Cinema Brawls, the show where we put two movies head to head to see which one comes out on top. And you are watching Daniel Plays Dark Souls and Rants About Movies. As a tie into last week's episode, just to let you know, I am in the Painted World of Ariamis, about to fight the weird dragon thing, and then fight Priscilla. So yeah, this is going to be fun. But today, I'm also going to talk about Cabin in the Woods. So what can I say about Cabin in the Woods that hasn't already been said? Those come back? What the? Oh no. No. I'm just running. I thought those guys would always die, but they don't, I guess. So if I remember correctly, I don't walk around with just my shield up, and I know that that's like the total just noob thing to do, but holy poop. What the freak, man? Take it, eat it. Doesn't that taste good? That should be delicious. Sorry. Anyway, Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods is a 2011 movie, written and directed by Drew Goddard and co-written by Joss Whedon. It stars Kristen Connolly, Chris Hemsworth, Anna Hutchinson, and Fran Kranz. And as you may well remember, me and the other guys on the channel did a brawl with it and Jason X. If you haven't, please go watch that video, and while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh man,
Who art thou? One of us thou art not.
Daniel from
If
Cinema
thou
Brawls.
hast misstepped and plunged down, if thou thine desires shall be,
Alright, shall we?
thou must rid this land, I beg of. Thou
Should I
must
take out
protect
Priscilla
this
or not?
land, I beg.
Yeah, we're just gonna take out Priscilla. Sorry.
I expected as much from thee. Why dost thee hurry toward thine death?
Ooh. Ooh. Dang. Yeah. Alright, so the story of Cabin in the Woods follows a group of teenagers as they go into a cabin in the woods that is actually a government-controlled experiment process thing. That, based on what they pick, basically, they, let's see, how many souls does Priscilla give me? Just 12. Why is Sif so high then, man? Like, it's weird. Alright, attunement. Yay, I got 2 slots now. Woo! Cool. Going to do that one. No, going to do that one. Yeah. All right. So the group of 5 teenagers, well, 5 college-age kids, go to this cabin in the woods where there are cameras everywhere and lots of stuff happens, I guess, where you coming? There we go. Where they are attacked by zombies. It is a horror comedy kind of thing, which is kind of cool. So this movie was produced and like shot and filmed and everything before Chris Hemsworth became Thor. But they couldn't find any good distribution for it. And so, which is kind of funny actually, because it's a really good movie. And so it wasn't until after Chris Hemsworth became Thor that they actually got to get it distributed. That's kind of cool. Or at least it's kind of interesting. And it's got great themes, it's got great characters, it's a really, really fun movie, and I really, oh my gosh, that scared me. And I really, really enjoyed it, actually. Like, I had some good amount of fun with it. The group like releases its own doom on itself, as with redneck zombie murder family, which is different from zombies in every way, and that's kind of a joke from the movies, because the people that are part of this government project, they they were placing bets to see what the people would pick. Ow. That's humanity. Man, I am bad at this. Wow. Wow, okay. What can I say about Kevin Owens that hasn't already been said? It's such a great movie. There's good acting. One of my favorite parts about it. One of my favorite things about it is the character played by Fran Kranz. He's this total stoner guy. He's awkward and weird, but he's got a good heart, and he's got a good kind of a he's got kind of a good philosophy about life, like his philosophy of oh, dang. Do I have a better magic defense shield thing? Let me see. Wait, didn't I arrested at that other bonfire? Magic. Oh wow, yeah. Oh. Alright. here real quick before I do that. I need to change the battery in the camera, so bear with me for a sec. Alright, you see, that wasn't too bad. Okay. So, Fran Kranz, sorry, back to what I was saying. Fran Kranz is a... He's got decent magic defense, but that's about it. Fran Kranz, it plays a stoner. He's got an interesting philosophy where he's like, you know, humanity and the world and stuff like that. Like, it's not worth saving, which is kind of silly. Wow, I'm already ahead of where I was. Yes. So. Sorry, Fran Kranz's character has an interesting philosophy where he doesn't believe that the world is worth saving, which is an interesting philosophy because it's really not. And in the context of the movie, it's really hard to justify wanting to save this world because it's weird. There's nothing in that. Because there's just nothing in it worth saving, and it goes through great lengths to tell you about how awful these government experiments are. Like, all governments all around the world, hundreds and hundreds of them, are putting everyday people into these horror movie scenarios to appease these mighty gods, spoilers, to appease these mighty gods and keep them from destroying our world. It's insane. And I like how it starts out as kind of like this spoof, this parody of the Evil Dead Cabin in the Woods kind of setup, you know, like, oh, something creepy's happened in the woods, you know, slasher movie thing. And while it plays up those tropes, it also plays up the comedy. And I love that aspect of it, like when the door flings open to the basement and someone just goes, "It must have been the wind." And Fran Kranz, the stoner guy, was like, "That makes what kind of sense?" And it's awesome. Another funny thing about Fran Kranz, so in the movie, again, this was filmed before Chris Hemsworth became Thor. And so in the movie, Fran Kranz is a stoner, and so when they go swimming, you know, all the girls are in skimpy bikinis and all the guys are just yoked except for Fran Kranz. He's just in his normal clothes, and he doesn't really go swimming. He just kind of sits there and smokes weed, right? But they did that because Fran Kranz in reality, like in real life, was in better shape than Chris Hemsworth at the time. And they just didn't want to show off that their stoner was in better shape than their football star, which brings me to another thing, is that the characters, while at first glance fall really heavily into the tropes of what's it called? Into the tropes of like horror movies. The movie rejects those tropes pretty significantly. Yeah, they're in college, so they play with footballs and the girls are all pretty and things like that. But they're not bad people necessarily. They're not just stock archetypes. Like, it goes through great lengths to tell us that Chris Hemsworth character, while outwardly this super athletic guy, isn't at college on a football scholarship or anything like that. He's on an academic scholarship. He knows philosophy, he knows books, and he's like helps the main girl with her homework and things like that. And I don't know, I kind of like how it rejects those tropes, you know, like the girl that's the final girl, the virgin, she's not really that pure or anything like that. And in terms of, like, you know, the context of horror movies and the meta narrative of horror movies being this super anti-sex, well, anti-premarital sex. If you have premarital sex, you're gonna die. You know, it's like in Jason X, when like Jason X is attracted to murder the girls that are like, hey, you want to smoke? You want to drink weed? Or you want to drink? Do you want to smoke weed? Or you want to have premarital sex? We love premarital sex. You know? Oh, man. Like, it kind of plays up those tropes and then subverts them. Like, what are you talking about? All, like, the last girl, the virgin, like, she's like, do you even know who I am? Like, no, of course not. I was having an affair with one of my professors. The reason why I'm on this trip is to get away from him. And it's weird and dumb. It's not weird and dumb. It's weird and smart. I really, really like this movie. But it's weird and dumb that those tropes exist in the first place, is what I was getting at. But honestly, I don't have a whole lot more to say about Cabin in the Woods, and I've beaten a boss today, so, you know, that's a successful episode. So I'm probably just going to end that here. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. And please don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out our other videos where we put two movies head to head to see which one comes out on top. I've been Daniel from Cinema Brawls. You've been great, and this is the end of the video. Bye.